Hi everybody, I'm Jack Jinseki, and joining me today is Yariko.
Hello.
So, Yari, what kind of content do you like to make?
Well, I usually do a lot of variety content. I play TTRPGs like D&D. Sometimes I do photography
Nice.
editing. I really like astrophotography.
Hmm.
So whenever I go camping, I usually take like a bunch of pictures of the stars and the scenery and stuff. And when I come back home, I've done this just a couple times because it takes a lot of time. But yeah. Sorry, God.
Oh, so do you do the long exposure shots?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
Mhm.
nice. I love the star circle stuff. I think that's so
Oh
cool.
yeah, it is. It is super fun, and I love camping and photography, so it just works out.
Nice. So, what made you want to become a VTuber?
Honestly, I have no idea. I started VTubing when I was in the like as many of us during the pandemic.
Yep.
I guess we I didn't have a lot of things to do.
Yep.
Um, and I was hanging out with some friends in a Discord server. This was a D&D Discord server,
Yep.
and I think I was like streaming a video game I was playing to them, and they told me, "Oh, you should try streaming on Twitch." And I knew what a streamer was, but I never seen streamers in my
Mm.
life like before, and I thought, you know what? Why not? Why the heck not? I'm just wasting time here already,
Mm.
so let's just try it. Mhm.
What was the process for creating your character?
That's that's funny. So I have an artist friend,
Mm-hmm.
and she told me, "Oh, I'll make the design for you, yada yada yada."
Mm-hmm.
And we want to go with something that was like really simple and
Mm-hmm.
quote unquote relatable, because back then most of the VTubers that were around were like, "Oh, I'm the goddess of blah blah blah." And they had like so many details that it was like you were basically seeing a Genshin character, right?
Yeah.
And we didn't kind of want to go in that direction.
Mm.
So I basically just told her, okay, so I like D&D, right? I think I'm gonna like part of my content is gonna be playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
So what if I just go with myself, but as a dark elf?
Mm.
And that was pretty much it.
I mean, the style is very unique. That's one of the things that caught my eye when I was out looking for people to interview, is that the style on your character is different than what I'm used to seeing. So
Yeah, yeah,
it's intriguing, I would say.
yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's one thing I did want to be like different, like
Hmm.
not super anime. You
Hmm.
know, I do like anime, but
Of
not
course,
super anime. Just more like a bit different style.
of
Mhm.
course. So do you have any lore for your character?
Actually, I don't. That's the thing. I actually never did. I had some ideas. I wrote some like concepts and stuff, but I never developed it. I should work on
I mean,
that.
I would say that if you're gonna be like the D and D person usually has the most backstory of anyone.
That is true. That is true. And I mean, for my other D&D characters, I do have lore,
Mm.
but it kind of when I was like trying to make lore for this,
Yep.
it was really hard because I saw this character. Okay, this is myself, right?
Yes.
How the hell do I make lore of myself?
That
you
that
know?
is that is an excellent point, and I've kind of run into that myself when, like, if I was to try and create lore for the character seen here, it'd be very difficult because how would I create a story that sounds like a story but also
Yeah.
directly superimposes myself into it. It's a little weird.
It is weird. Yeah, it is kind of weird. So I was like, okay, I could like tweak things, like just make it like fantasy-ish,
Yeah.
but that's just like that's just like sprinkles on the story. Yeah, I don't know. It's just tricky.
I think I think that the most when I think of ideas, the things that connect with me the most is to take important events within my life and try and
Hmm.
translate them into something
Yeah.
totally different.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
So I was thinking because back then when I started B2ing, I was working at a brewery.
Yes.
I've been making beer and meat since I was like 18 years old.
Wow.
So 20 28, like 2008. Um,
Wow.
and one of my ideas was, okay, so I want my character to be working at a brewery,
Mm-hmm.
and then at night to be like moonlighting at a bar,
Mm.
right? That was kind of one of the concept ideas I had, and for that bar, the uniform is like a maid outfit, kind of like a maid dress.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that idea.
Actually, I do have the maid outfit. I can show it to you.
Ooh.
Yeah, let me switch it. It's gonna show up soon enough. Come on, Binian. Thanks of it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, yeah. That was kind of one of the ideas I had.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's really
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. It's the same model,
Mm.
just different clothes.
uh, so, what's your favorite accomplishment of your channel so far?
Honestly, I I'm getting where I wanted to be
Mm-hmm.
a while ago. Like I want to get to a point where I have a chill community
Yep.
that's nice and supportive to each other. So I'm kind of getting there, and I'm enjoying that
Nice.
that process. Yeah, it takes a while, but I'm getting there, and I'm really really happy with that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It is really it's really nice to be around just a chill group of people. I think that's really
Yeah,
I think that's really what most people want out of this particular gig is just to be around people that they like.
yeah, yeah. No, I agree. Totally agree. One of the reasons I started B2ing too was because I felt that I was kind of. I mean, I'm introverted, right?
Yes.
Like IRL, I'm very introverted.
Yes.
So I wanted to do this to help myself be more outgoing, I guess, or to
Mm-hmm.
be have it easier to talk with people. And it has helped a lot. I mean, I've been doing this for like 4 years, and definitely has helped.
Would you believe that that's one of the big reasons that I started doing this too?
Yeah, yeah, definitely, 100%.
Oh man. So,
Mhm.
what's been the biggest change to your channel since you started VTubing?
That's I honestly haven't changed a lot of things. I think one of the biggest changes I had was like a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I changed the model I had because the first model it was also a 3D model, but I made it myself,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a bit um, low quality, if you will. But then I commissioned someone to get this one done, and they got way closer to the reference than me. So I was like, okay, you know what? This is perfect. But besides that, I haven't changed a lot. Like it's just been a constant, slow process of improving things here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I'm gonna get new art for these things, or I'm gonna make new alerts, or I'm gonna get new redeems for Twitch.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's been a slow process. You, I mean, when you start streaming, you will notice that it's a never-ending curve of learning new things.
Hmm.
Every day there's something new you learn you can make, and it's like, oh wow, okay, so I can do this with that, or use this other program to play around with chat in a different way. Hmm.
So, I feel you've partially answered this already, but what do you hope to accomplish through your channel?
Well, I really hope I can bring joy and laughter and camaraderie in a time where it seems that we're a little short of those things, you know?
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah. Yeah, I just I don't know, man. I just want to have a good time and help people have a good time. There's a bunch of regulars on my stream that come into chat and they're like, "Oh, I'm really glad I'm here vibing with everyone and we're having a good time. We're having a laugh and we're listening." I let my chat pick music for the stream.
Nice.
Um, usually they pick good music. Sometimes they troll me a bit with crap. It happens, you know, but but it's part of the fun, I guess. But but yeah, been a few people that show up and they constantly tell me that the stream really helps them relax, and that they have like really busy or stressful lives, and they come home and they see me playing around with video games and chatting and stuff, and that just relaxes them. That's my whole goal there, and it makes me very happy.
Yeah, that is a good feeling.
Yeah.
So, who is a VTuber that you'd love to talk to, and do you have anything that you'd like to ask them?
Oh man, this question was really hard to answer, honestly. Like, I do have a VTuber I would love to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
She's from she's from Hololive,
Mm-hmm.
Orocrony. I'm assuming you probably know who she is, right?
Mm-hmm. To be
Yeah,
honest,
yeah,
there are a lot of people in Hololive. I know only a few of them.
yeah. No, no, definitely, definitely. But Orocrony is from Hololive English.
Mm-hmm.
She's really funny. Um, very very nice VTuber. I honestly, it's tricky to think what to ask her.
Mm-hmm.
But I would want to know who are their inspirations, basically. Like, what inspires them to be the way they are, because they are really fun. I just love their content. It's amazing. Mhm.
Nice. So, it's your ideal stream. Who are you inviting?
Honestly, just
Mm-hmm.
my friends, and we just have fun and we play. I don't know, either a multiplayer game. Sometimes I had collabs when we're playing different games, but we're just like hanging out, you know. So yeah. Mm.
So, when your friends drop in to play video games, what are you playing
Mm.
generally?
Well, lately we've been playing a lot of Repo.
Uh huh.
Just it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We've done Repo, Lethal Company, Phasmophobia is a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we played Age of Empires too.
Mm-hmm.
War Thunder.
Mm.
We've done a bit of Tarkov, but that's more like two people kind of game.
Yeah.
What else? Mostly lately, it's mostly Repo, War Thunder, or Phasmophobia.
Cool.
Yeah, I have like a small group that likes Age of Empires, and we play that sometimes. Yeah,
What advice would you give to someone who wants to be an entertainer?
this is this is a really common advice
Mm-hmm.
that everyone I know will give this advice,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just try it.
Mm-hmm.
do it for the first time. Take that leap and see if you actually enjoy doing it.
Mm.
If you because there's a lot of people that try to have like the perfect stream, right?
Yeah.
They want to have the perfect model, and they spend a shit ton of amount of dollars in getting the perfect model and the perfect scene transitions and the perfect background and
Yep.
whatever. And it's you don't really need all of that. Just
And
because imagine you spend all that money and then you actually don't like it.
yeah, it's and then you have a $1,000 model that's just gathering dust somewhere.
Yeah, yeah, no, exactly.
Oh,
No, 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 no. Don't do that.
that hurts.
Get a PNG,
Mm-hmm.
do a couple streams, see if you like it. If you enjoy it, um, that's amazing.
Mm.
Commission someone, get a not a super expensive model because that's no, 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 no. Just step by step, you know.
Oh yeah.
But try it. Yeah, just try it. Just try it, see if you like it. Try it for like a month. Try to have like a consistent schedule. Consistent schedules always work a lot to help you create a community that knows, oh, if I go home at X time in the day, I know that this person is gonna be streaming, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
you always stream at X time.
Yeah.
So having a consistent schedule really helps.
Yes. That is absolutely true. As someone who's went through the slings and arrows of figuring out a consistent schedule time.
Yeah, yeah, no, I get you. I get you. I mean, I know life gets in the way sometimes. That's
Of
totally
course.
fine. But generally speaking, streaming at the same time and on the same days of the week,
Yes.
that's perfect.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, changing gears a little bit. What was your
Right.
what was your gateway anime and what drew you to it?
That's a very tricky question. Okay, so I started watching anime. I don't even remember. I guess I was like primary school. I'm in Mexico, by the way. I'm
Yep.
Mexican. Um, and over here, the there's like a local TV broadcasting company that um, aired anime. They
Mm-hmm.
aired Dragon Ball, Saint Seiya, Sailor Moon,
Mm-hmm.
Ranma and a half.
Yep.
What else? Ghost Sweeper Mikami, which
Mm.
I don't think that one was famous in the US, but was pretty famous over here.
Hmm.
It's really good. And what else? Not mostly that, but I think when I started watching anime, it was Dragon Ball, Sailor Moon, Ghost Sweeper Mikami, uh, Dragon Quest,
Mm-hmm.
and Saint Seiya. Those were my first animes when I was growing up. Mhm.
If you don't mind me asking, I always because I live in the northern U.S. I live in New Hampshire, and
Right.
it's every time I hear I hear an association of like Dragon Ball and Mexico. Is it
Oh,
is
dude,
it
that's yeah.
is that accurate? Like it's just like the most uber popular thing in Mexico.
Oh, you have no idea. And I will say we all like there was even a state, not
Mm,
my state, but a different state actually made COVID ads using Evangelion art.
wow.
I I don't know what went through their minds, but they were like, "Oh, you know what? Let's this is what the kids like, right?" um, I
Oh.
yeah, it's just crazy to me. But Dragon Ball, I think the thing is that that company that broadcasted anime
Yep.
is or was the biggest company, the biggest TV company back then, right?
Wow.
So it was like open television because it was like a state sponsor or something.
Wow.
so everyone could watch it. They didn't have to pay. It was like literally, you got an antenna, you're fine.
Oh
Um,
wow.
so everyone from my generation had access to those kind of animes, right? And then eventually we got Shaman King, we got Digimon,
Hmm.
Pokemon, etc., etc. And but growing up, I would say, I don't know, maybe you were watching cartoons, right, from Cartoon Network and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Um, for most of us, it was Dragon Ball
Mm.
and Sailor Moon and Saint Seiya. Like literally, those were our cartoons, right?
Yes.
Each, and we did have access to Cartoon Network, but you had to have like a you had to pay for the service to
Hmm.
get that, and most people didn't. So
Yeah, the thing is they did air Dragon Ball and other anime on Cartoon Network. It was just part
yeah.
of a different programming block. It was called,
Oh yeah,
yeah, it was called
Toonami, right? Something
Toonami.
like
Yep,
that.
that's right.
Yeah, yeah, but you got that like in the 2000s, right? Something like that.
Yeah, that it was a long time ago. I don't even know if they're still doing it anymore. But
Yeah.
like when I talk about the show that got me into anime, it was Detective Conan. Also,
Oh, Conan is good. Yeah.
yes, and that was actually that was its own separate thing entirely because it wasn't part of Toonami. It was part of Adult Swim, which was on Cartoon
Right.
Network at all as well at
Right.
5:30 in the morning.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember watching Rurouni Kenshin on Cartoon Network at midnight because that's when they were airing it here. Um, but yeah, for example, Dragon Ball, we got it like early 90s. Like I want to
Wow.
say like 1995, something like that. Um, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Mm,
Uh, so, excuse me. Uh,
no
which
worries.
which game did you have the most fun playing on stream?
Ah man, I've been doing this for like 4 years,
Hmm.
so my memory may be a bit sketchy on that regard.
That's okay.
But I mean, I had a lot of fun playing Phasmophobia,
Mm.
Repo, and Lethal Company. Like those collab games, absolute bangers.
Yeah.
If I'm on my own, I let's see, I think Persona 5, I had a lot of fun with that. Especially when I had people in chat that didn't play the game and they were like, "Oh my god!" The story is really fucking good.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, Persona 5, Chef Kiss, you should play that game.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely.
mhm. But I would say probably that. Yeah.
If you could go to an anime convention tomorrow, whom would you cosplay
Right.
as?
Okay, so there's this character from Fire Emblem.
Hmm.
Fire Emblem is one of my favorite franchises since forever. Like
Hmm.
I discovered that when I was in high school.
Yep.
I got the Game Boy Advance game,
Nice.
which was Blazing Blade, I believe.
Hmm.
Yeah, Blazing Blade. And I just got in love with the franchise because I like tactical games. And that just scratched the itch. Fantasy and waifus and tactical RPG. I'm all in.
Nice.
So one of my favorite characters in that series is Starja from Awakening.
Hmm.
So I would cosplay her.
Nice.
Yeah.
And do you have any games that you're looking forward to?
Well, I'm definitely looking forward for the next Persona and next Fire Emblem games.
Ha- have they
Yeah,
announced the next Persona?
they have not. I'm so sad.
They, well, they'd
They did
be.
announce something, but I think what they announced was the mobile game that was
Hmm.
released in Asia.
I mean,
Yeah.
they've got to make another. It's like
Oh, definitely.
they'd have to be that thing is a money printer right there.
Yeah. No, that's their biggest franchise.
Yeah.
I would say
I
they would
don't.
definitely make it. Or
I honestly don't know any of that other company's franchises.
yeah, I can tell you a couple more. So they have Shin Megami Tensei, which is
Okay.
like this is gonna rile some people in the chat, but I will say it's just edgy Persona because it's literally the same monsters. Like I'm not even joking. Same
Yep.
monsters,
Mm-hmm.
different story, but same monsters.
Okay.
Um, and then they recently released one. I think it was like start of not like last year, like
Mm-hmm.
around the mid part of the last year. It's called Re Fantasio, something like
Mm-hmm.
that. And I heard it's really good. It looks really good. I haven't played it yet, but I heard it's really good.
That's very interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So, uh, I'm moving on to what I call the random questions, or for
Hmm.
people who have seen 80s movies, I like to call them the oh what oh I'm blanking on the name, the Voight Kampf questions.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
So, which do you prefer, Elvis or the Beatles?
Well, I like both.
Mm-hmm.
But if we are going with a style that I kind of prefer a bit more,
Mm-hmm.
I would say Chuck Berry. I absolutely love Chuck Berry. It's like that kind of rock.
Mm-hmm.
Chef kiss.
So like the early '60s kind of rock, that kind of thing.
Yeah, oh,
Nice.
I absolutely love that.
I love going to diners. Have you ever been to like an
Oh,
American style diner before?
a couple times. I've been to the U.S. several times. I
Nice.
really really close to the border, so
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we go to Texas, and I also been to New York and Atlanta.
Yeah.
Been to California a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Florida once.
Ooh. But yeah, American style diners, for anyone not in the know, they feature all sorts of memorabilia. They'll feature like signed autographs of
Oh
of like '60s rock stars.
yeah.
Chuck Berry would be very common in a place like that.
Yeah,
They'd be playing that in the background.
definitely.
What's a song you can't help but dance to when you hear it?
Well, there's a bunch of let's see, to dance. There's a song by a band called Metric from
Mm-hmm.
Canada.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Cascades. I like that one.
Mm.
But I'm gonna do a funny parenthesis here. If it's more like to sing on a party,
Yep.
if you put the Dragon Ball intro on a party in Mexico, everyone, everyone will sing it. I can guarantee that shit. Everyone will sing that shit.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
I would love to
Or
see that.
or if you put the intro of Digimon, same. Or the intro of Card Captor Sakura, same. Easy. Because we have basically the intros from Japan, the Japanese intros, we got them dubbed in Spanish. So
Oh.
literally the same song but in Spanish. So yeah.
See, it's kind of funny because I know I came late to the party with Dragon Ball. I had my friends kind of
Right.
drag me along to watch it a few years back, and
Mm.
the original intro from Japan doesn't have any words in it, so that everybody knows the English
Mm-hmm.
words in America to the Dragon Ball song, but I don't really know it that way. So it's kind of
Right.
interesting to hear it that way.
Yeah, and I'll send you the videos of the songs in Spanish, just so you can like check them out. It's gonna be interesting.
So, what's a movie you can pick up in the middle and watch to the end?
Well, there's a couple of those, but
Mm.
I will say any Star Wars film
Mm-hmm.
and any Lord of the Rings movie.
Mm.
Have like easy. I love those movies.
Yeah.
I've seen them so many fucking times. That I if I see them play, I'm just gonna sit in that couch and watch it. Yeah.
So, out of curiosity, with Star Wars, is there is there a specific trilogy? Do you go for the original trilogy or for the middle one, uh,
Mm.
or the new one? Do you?
It's so sad that we never got a new trilogy out of Star Wars. It's
Mm.
very sad. But
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a shame. Real
yeah,
shame.
yeah, we only got two trilogies, man. What
Yeah,
what the hell?
I don't
They
know.
should make another one. I
I
don't know. I don't
I think
know.
it's
We're missing out.
I think it's kind of funny that people used to dump on
The prequels,
the
yeah,
prequels all the time, and I remember this, and people seem to have gotten
yeah.
amnesia over the years because they're like, no, we always liked those because
Oh, yeah, no.
no, you
Yeah,
didn't.
honestly, I will say, the first movie from the prequels, it was pretty weak,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um, I really like Clone Wars. It was fun. It
Yep.
had its quirks, definitely, but it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And Revenge of the Sith, absolutely amazing.
Oh yes.
But my favorite movie of all Star Wars movies is gonna be Empire Strikes Back. That
Yes.
that movie is just a banger.
Absolutely. And
Mhm.
it didn't leave off on like a happy note, which I like. I like a happy
Yeah.
ending, but I don't need everything to be a happy ending. I like it
Oh,
to.
definitely.
I love a good cliffhanger. I'm a real sucker for a
Mhm.
good cliffhanger.
Yeah. Oh, and that one gave us the biggest cliffhanger ever.
Yeah,
Fucking Luke, I'm your father, bro. What?
yeah. And Luke just gets all messed up by the end of that one.
Oh, yeah, no, he gets super messed up. Mhm.
Oh man, I want to watch that now.
Fuck yeah.
Oh
Hell
boy.
yeah.
So
I mean, we're still in May, so you should.
yeah. So what's a snack you might buy for a movie that isn't popcorn?
Right. This one was tricky because here we have some really good popcorn. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's a movie cinema I like to go that has this popcorn mixed with like jalapeno chips,
Ooh.
which is odd, but trust me, very good.
Yeah.
But if it's not popcorn, I would probably just get either some kind of chips with some salsa,
Mm-hmm.
you know, or I don't know, nachos, I guess.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I used to work at a movie theater. The nachos left much to be desired. Let's just put
Mm, yeah, I feel you. I
and
feel you.
and God forbid anyone ever spilled that stuff on the floor. The stuff was like
Oh, dude,
it,
no.
it was like napalm. You could not get it off. It was horrible. Uh,
I'm so sorry. Yeah, that sounds horrendous.
so, would you ever talk to a stranger unprompted in a public setting?
Oh, that would be absolutely terrifying. Probably not. Not unless I had to. Like I really, really had to.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Not a fan of that. I don't know. I just have this fucking insane anxiety over bothering people.
Oh, you are so speaking my language right now. You don't even know.
Yeah, no, I get you. I get you.
Yeah. Uh, which do you prefer, chess or poker?
I actually like both. Like I'm
Mm.
unironically, I enjoy chess a lot.
Hmm.
My dad used to play a lot of chess,
Mm-hmm.
so we used to play when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I didn't do it professionally. I did go to like when where I grew up, there was this museum, and they had chess afternoons or whatever. So
Yep.
you would go there and you would play with random people. Just play. You didn't even have to talk. You just play chess. Well, that was fun.
Mhm.
And then later, when I was in high school, I learned how to play poker
Mhm.
because a bunch of friends were playing it, and I was like, "Oh, what's that?" And they taught me how to play poker, and we started playing it, and we
Mhm.
we would sneak cards into the school, and the school we had this lady that was like, "No, no, no, you should not be playing that. That's gambling." And they would like take the cards away. It was funny. Yeah.
Oh man. Uh,
Yeah.
what's the best commercial you've ever seen?
That's a very tricky one. But
Mm.
I remember this one. It's
Mhm.
a old commercial from the UK, I think. I think
Mhm.
it's the UK. Could
Yep.
be a different place. But it was an ad against drunk driving.
Mhm.
I don't know if you ever seen it. And it's very graphic.
I've I've never seen that one. I need to.
Uh, uh, okay, so I'm gonna describe it generally.
Okay.
Um, so basically, you have this family. They're enjoying. I don't know, man. They're making a barbecue, enjoying their day, whatever. They're in the yard, like the backyard,
Mhm.
and then all of a sudden, a car just fucking flies into a scene and runs over like three of them.
You know, now that I think about it, I think I may have seen this one.
Yeah, no, that shit was brutal, dude. I saw that and I was like, I'm never drunk driving in my life. What the fuck, man? Yeah, no, that was spooky. Yeah, but
Okay.
I mean, but it,
Oh,
it gets you in the mindset of, okay, so if I drunk drive, that could happen, and that's horrifying. So
there
I'm
you
not
go.
gonna do that.
It will convince you not to do it, and that's what makes it a good ad.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, where would your friends kidnap you to?
Uh, Probably to a bar. I like bars.
Hmm.
Bars are fun.
Yeah.
And when I say bar, I don't mean like a nightclub. No, I mean like like a pub, chill,
Nice.
and good beer.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's my kind of place.
Sweet. Uh, what's your favorite thing that you've ever cooked for yourself, or cooked yourself? I'm sorry.
Okay, so I'm a chef, by the way.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, I started studying to be a chef when I was in the like during the pandemic because I wasn't
Hmm.
doing anything else.
Hmm.
Um, the brewery had to close for a long time because pandemic restrictions.
Hmm.
So I had literally all the time in the world, and I decided, "Oh, you know what? I mean, I'm already a brewer. Maybe I can complement my knowledge
Hmm.
by being a chef, right?"
Mm.
So I started doing that. I did finish it.
Mm.
I became a chef, and one of the my favorite things was Black Forest cake.
Ooh. Ooh.
That thing is just so fucking tasty.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, working in a brewery and being a chef at the same time is those do complement each other so well because all of the places I know
Mhm.
that make alcohol, they also have a restaurant attached to them.
Yeah, exactly. That was my mentality.
Yeah.
Like we do want to get a restaurant going on in the
Mm-hmm.
brewery,
Yeah.
and that would simplify our lives a lot
Mm.
because that would attract people and we could serve them food and then we could get them drunk too.
That-
It's just good business.
c- come for the food, come back for the alcohol. Uh,
Exactly.
so, on the other side, what's the worst
Mm.
thing you've ever cooked yourself?
All right, so I make this really banger key lime pie.
Mm-hmm.
One day, for whatever the hell reason, there was we store sugar and salt in very similar containers in my house. So one day I made the crust and I added salt instead of sugar. That was fucking hideous. Absolutely horrendous.
I think
No.
I think that everybody at some point in their life makes that mistake at least once.
Yeah, no, and then you never make it again. It's never gonna happen. After that happened, I just grab a big piece of masking tape and put it on the jar and type salt.
the the worst part of all is that you don't need a lot of salt to make something disgusting.
Oh, dude,
But
yeah. Imagine
if you add a cup of salt where it's supposed to be sugar,
it was horrendous. It was absolutely horrid. Yeah, no, no.
so what's a place you've been to where you want to return someday?
So when I was in university,
Mm-hmm.
and this happened before I was a brewer. I was studying uh, to be an engineer. I am
Mm-hmm.
actually an engineer.
Oh,
Um,
hey,
yeah.
me too.
Hey, nice. I'm a mechanical electrical engineer.
I'm a civil over here.
Hey, I got a bunch of friends in that. Yep. Cool stuff. Cool stuff.
Nice.
So I had the chance to go to Sweden to do a class during the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I was like, you know what? I've never been to Europe. I'm gonna take this chance. So I went
Nice.
there, and after the class ended, I had like a month extra to just like backpack around.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to Denmark. I went to Estonia. I went to Norway, and I just love Norway so much.
Nice.
Um, I went to there's this archipelago at the top of Norway called Lofoten.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the Arctic Circle, but during the summer, it's pretty comfy. I would say, I think it was like 20, 25 degrees Celsius or something like that during the summer when I was there. The only thing slightly annoying was the midnight sun because
Mm-hmm.
the sun literally did not set.
Wow.
It was that shit fucked me over, but it was a really, really beautiful place. I love that. The scenery is just amazing, breathtaking.
Mm-hmm.
Food is really tasty too. I tried some of the local food and it was absolutely amazing. It's mostly seafood, right? Because there
Yeah.
are fishing communities and stuff. But oh my god, it was so good.
Wow.
I want to go back so bad. Yeah,
Oh boy, that does sound really nice. Uh,
yeah.
so you find $20 in the street. What do you buy with it?
I mean, $20 are like 400 pesos, and
Mm-hmm.
that's more than enough to get a burger and a beer. Probably a couple of beers.
Nice.
Yeah,
Uh, which board game have you played that would be most likely to cause a brawl?
a bunch. But I think the most safe bet for that would be Monopoly.
Everyone says Monopoly.
It's just how it goes, you know. You play that, you know you're gonna have a fight.
Monopoly is banned in this house.
I bet.
Oh boy. Uh, if you could wake up with one talent tomorrow, what would it be?
Man, having self confidence would be very nice.
Holy,
I don't even think that's a talent, but Jesus.
holy shit! That is so much better than my answer.
What was your
I was
answer?
just like, oh, I'd like to learn Japanese. Do you have any idea how many problems it would solve in my life if I had more self confidence?
Exactly. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a talent, right? But sometimes it kind of feels like it is. I wish I had more of that.
I don't know. I think it's I would I don't know if it's a talent necessarily, but I would say that for an introverted person, it's a learned skill. I think that a learned
Definitely.
yes.
Definitely.
I do think it's
Yeah.
possible to learn it. I haven't learned it yet, but I'm trying.
You'll get there. We'll get there someday, hopefully.
Absolutely. Uh, if you could go back in time to any time and place, where would you go?
Oh, man, that's a really hard one. I honestly no idea. It's just because if I'm thinking of going back in time, do I have to like live through that time, or it's just like I go and visit and take a peek?
You can visit and take a peek.
Okay. If that's the case, I guess an interesting time would be probably um, mm, like Renaissance.
Hmm.
That would be interesting.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, and then leave because I don't want to get killed by the Inquisition. But
Yeah, that is an excellent point. Is 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 there an artist you'd want to meet?
an artist,
Maybe Leo.
oh, like a movie star.
No, no,
Oh,
Leonardo da Vinci.
oh, Leonardo da Vinci. Definitely Leonardo da Vinci. That would be an interesting conversation. I think he was a really quirky but interesting guy.
Hmm.
Definitely. Machiavello too.
Hmm.
Interesting guy too.
Oh yes.
Um, who else? I would love to talk to. Ah, man, this is tricky because I do like history too, right?
Hmm.
So I'm just thinking of a lot of people that I would love to talk to. Probably uh, Moctezuma before he got uh, killed by the Spaniards.
Hmm.
That would be interesting. He was a cool dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, so, do you collect anything?
I I have this weird obsession with magnets from places I visit and
Hmm.
cups. So whenever I go somewhere I've never been to, I buy a cup and a magnet.
Hmm.
And I obviously I put the magnet on the fridge and the cup in my cupboard. And yeah, I think that's it. I'm a cup bitch. Sure.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. You just open the cupboard. There are no like sets in there, but everything's like its own eclectic little cup.
Yeah, yeah, kind of like that, definitely.
So, my final question for the interview: what smell reminds you of home?
All right, so there's a bunch, right? Um, First would be rosemary and lavender because we have some bushes in my house. Um, and then I would say probably the smell of tortillas because we always make tortillas. Um, so yeah,
Nice.
mhm. That's gotta be it.
Well, that's all I have for the interview. Thank you very much. This has been an absolute pleasure. Uh,
My pleasure. Thank you, Jack.
and
Had a lot of fun.
Me too. And if you're in the audience, you can find links to all of Yari's various socials in the description, and I'll be posting them in the side chat because side chat is more link friendly. Uh,
Oh yeah, yeah. I know what
yeah.
you mean.
But anyway, I was your host, Jack Jinseki, and joining me today was Yariko.
Thank you so much for the invite, Jack. I hope everyone has a good day, and you too.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.